So life is good. Let's just go ahead and get that out the way. You be in love them first few days. Like, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. You're a liar. You wake up 3 p.m. noon. What do you want? Pills? It be a lot of weird shit. I don't like to speak ill of nobody, but that bitch is a weirdo.
If I told you you were beautiful, would you date me on the regular? Tell me would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart.
What's up, YouTube? Y'all, it has been a minute since I did a little YAP session, a little chit chat, let y'all know the real tea, put y'all in my business, and all of that. You feel what I'm saying? And it also has been a long time since I just simply spent time with you guys, okay? And I'm like, why not just do both, okay? If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you like what you see and you decide to stay, okay? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when I post. You never know when I'm posting, but I will post, okay? That's a promise. And to my returning girlies and girlets, what's up, bitch? I don't even know. I don't have no talking points for real. I don't know what I want to talk about, but we are finna get into some things. We're gonna do our makeup. Okay, this is not a tutorial, but I will link the products down below. And the only reason that it's not a tutorial is because I feel like I'm in a process of rearranging my makeup routine, rearranging my products, rearranging what I'm like, what I want my makeup to look like. So I'm not trying to give no tutorial, and I'm not even sure this is what I want to look like, you know? But it's gonna do for, you know, the day. But anywho, and my face is already washed, clean, and moisturized and all that good stuff, okay? Just a disclaimer. I haven't made a video like this in 8 months, okay? It's been 8 months since I made a chit chat, get ready with me type of vibe of a video, okay? So it has been a while, and y'all know a lot can change in 30 days. So y'all know a lot has happened within the freaking 8 months. Life is good. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, life is good. So what is that?
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Life really is good right now, y'all. I don't have no complaints. I don't have no like, oh, you know, some things could be better. I can afford to have some things different in my life, but overall, life is good. I'm good. Bitch, we good. We on the up and ups. We on the up and ups. I feel like I had my time where I was at the bottom, you know, and not just physically, I mean mentally, like just in a low place. And it was only up from there. So I'm always grateful for wherever I'm at, because I'm on the up and ups, you know what I mean? A few hiccups here and there, but nothing we couldn't maintain, okay? So life is good. Let's just go ahead and get that out the way. Since the last time y'all see me versus right now, up and ups. 8 months ago, when I finally gave y'all a little sit down, we had a little one-on-one, eye to eye, up and up. So life is good, okay? Let me say that. So before I say anything else, or it may come off as I'm complaining or just giving y'all the da-da-da-da, I'm not sure what I'm gonna say in this video, but before it gets to that point, I just want y'all to know life is good. I am in no way, shape, or form complaining about where I'm at in life. I know it could be worse, because I've been worse. So we good. Now on to the other things. So I remember in my last video I was just really explaining about me having a new job, finally deciding to go back to school, and you know what I'm saying, just taking care of myself in a different way. And y'all, we still on that same type of timing, and I'm actually proud of myself when I look back at that video, because it's like, you really said what you was gonna do, and you've been doing it, you know what I mean? Everything hasn't happened exactly how you envisioned it to or how you planned it to, but overall it still happened for you, and I'm grateful for that, like extremely grateful for that. So just a little update with school. I do have 2 more classes before I'm completely done with prereq, so yay that. It's kind of been going by so fast. Grades are well, not as good as I would like though. Y'all, I really was striving to make all A's in all of my classes, and I have a few B's on my transcript. And so after completing those 2 courses, I do have time to go back and take those other courses to try and get a little higher before it's time to rank into the program. So as of right now, I think that is my plan. I'm gonna see how it evens itself out next semester, depending on what I make. I'm sure I'll make A's in those classes as well, but I just genuinely don't want any B's because I don't want to have to stress about where I'm going, where I'm being placed, and this, that, and the third. If I know I got a damn near perfect GPA, I'm in there, and that's just what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Based off just the prereqs of your ranking, I'm looking at about like a 3.5, 3.6 type of GPA, and I want at least a 3.9. Like 1B, okay, but 3 is too much on my whole entire transcript. I think I want to go back and do that. Okay. That's that with school. And then also, y'all, I'm at that point now where I'm not sure exactly where I want to be, like exactly what I want to do. I think working in the hospital, I see so many different positions in the medical field, so many things you can do in the medical field, and it's like, do I really want to do surgical tech? And then it's like, where do I want to end up? Like, what's the end goal for me? Okay, so personally, I felt like my end goal was going to be CSTFA. So I wanted to be a surgical tech, certified, and then I want to become a first assistant. Now, a first assistant is a little different than regular surgical tech for most places. Surgical tech first assistant is like, you do a lot more work than just handing tools and holding organs and things of that nature. You have a lot more responsibility in the surgery. And honestly, I think that's what I want to do. Like, you're legally able to close, and a lot of times you see a lot of first assist at private surgery centers. Okay, not too many big ones, because a lot of hospitals won't pay you for that, especially if they're teaching hospitals, because that's what the residents are for. The residents are going to close the surgery, they're going to handle this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third. Okay, so it's generally used in a lot of private practices, which I much more would prefer than being in a hospital. Okay, for several reasons. So I'm like, okay, but then it's like, do you want to be just a physician assistant? Like, why not just go all the way and be a physician assistant? You know, more money, more this, that, but more responsibility. And I'm not sure that I want that much more responsibility than what I already have. Okay, so I really am trying to give myself grace in figuring out exactly what I want to do, because I feel like I have time. Okay, I'm not gonna rush time. I don't know what's on the other side of time, so I ain't gonna rush it. I'm just, you know, I do have some things that I am thinking about, and so that is another reason for wanting me to get almost a perfect prereq GPA, because whichever way I decide to go, I want there to be no problems. Okay, I know my GPA is good enough to get into my program now. I believe, I feel like I got a fighting chance to get into my program now with my current GPA, but I don't know where I'm going to end up, you know what I mean? And I don't want to have to, when I face that part of my life, to go all the way back. I want to get it right the first time so that I could just continue to go. So some stuff to think about there, but I ain't too pressed. I know I have time to figure all that out. I do want to do surgical tech. Like, I know that a lot of people talk about, like, there's other programs that make more money and this, that, and the third, but I've learned not to chase money, because the true provider is Jesus Christ himself. And chasing money and fear of losing money and wanting money and this, that, and the third kept me in situations that I should not have been in, or I stayed in too long for the sake of financial gain or stability. And whole time it wasn't even stable or this, that, and the third. So I'm okay, and I feel like God has showed me that he will provide, because technically when I first started, my understanding of my new position, I felt like, okay, I wasn't taking a pay cut, right? Like, oh, okay, I'm not taking a pay cut, cool. But technically on paper, like even when you filing your taxes and this, that, and the third, y'all, I've taken a pay cut from my last job. And I know if y'all go to the last video, I told you how I prayed on it and meditated, and I just really wanted to be in a different space. And I got that. I was willing to take that pay cut. Whole time, I even said that specifically in my prayers. I was so tired. So technically I took a pay cut, but technically also I see more money than I ever had in those 3 years of working at that job. I see more money now than I ever had working at that job, and that's how I know God will provide, and that's why I will not chase money, because chasing money had me in situations that I should not have been in, that I could not flourish in, and that it just wasn't it for me. Okay, so we no longer chasing money. We not after money. Of course money is needed in order to, you know what I'm saying, but it's not the ultimate need. God provide, and that's what I've just been telling people, because working in the hospital and working so close, you know, because I do work in the operating room, so working so close to them, people telling you their testimonies, and oh girl, don't even waste your time on that, you might as well do this, or you might as well do that, it's more money in this and it's more money in that. And honestly, it's like money comes, money goes, and that's something I do know. I knew it was time for me to go get some more makeup, but I didn't know it was that goddamn time. Damn. Anywho, so yeah, that's the update on school, y'all. We thriving. Good grades, great grades, as usual. I've always been an honor roll student, not gonna hold you. Not to toot my own horn, but toot motherfucking toot, okay? Toot motherfucking toot, bitch. We trying to figure some stuff out, but it will figure itself out, you know, ultimately. I started interacting with my girl. Her name is Desdeandria. I'm not sure. I could be butchering her name, but I'm sure a lot of y'all know her. She's an influencer, but she does a lot of like makeup, you know, content videos. And just watching her and interacting with her stuff, I'm back on makeup TikTok, and I realized that I want a new makeup routine, like just by watching all the girlies and their different things. I'm like, oh my god, there's different faces out there. Now mind you, my little quick little 1-2 it get the job done, okay? We not hating on my little 1-2 okay? Because she serves and she shows up and she shows out, okay? But there are other techniques out there, you know, other things that I could be doing, and that's what I'm
You ever had a dreams that you
I'm getting to a point where I want a new makeup routine. We kind of do need a new makeup routine for the summer, okay? I need a summer friendly makeup routine. We outside this summer for sure. We outside this summer, but we want to be outside this summer with a beat face. I know I don't need makeup. Makeup is not a need, of course, but it's gonna be essential to me being outside, okay? I am going to thoroughly enjoy my summer. I'm trying to mix and mingle this summer. Last summer I was a little put up, trying to figure shit out, just had got a new job, just started getting some redirection in my life. But this summer we're gonna enjoy our summer, and that's a fucking biggity fact. I think I'm gonna be outside immediately after work. I don't know just yet. I don't know, I might be overdoing it. I might be overdoing it a little bit, but for real though, dead ass. Dead fucking ass. Hopefully this summer, while I'm outside mixing and mingle, I run into somebody's son or daughter. Listen, my dating life fucking sucks, okay? It really sucks. I'll be honest, and a large part of that is because of me. I need a little bit more blush. I do want to put that out there, but not really. Okay, so this is my stance on it. So for a large portion of time, I just stopped texting people back. I just didn't want to talk, because I'm the type of person, I feel like I know relationships take mutual effort, and it does take time, okay? Like any type of relationship you're trying to build, whether it be a friendship, you know, even like a better relationship with family, any type of relationship that you're trying to build, it takes time and it takes active participation, okay? And when I'm on a grind mode and I'm trying to figure stuff out, I don't have that kind of time. If, like, just being totally honest, I don't have that kind of time. I could potentially forget to text you back, and no shade, like, not even trying to be funny, but I could genuinely forget to text you back. And it's like, I don't want to have to deal with the pressures of me forgetting to text you back, and now what's the issue, and now this, that, and the third, now we acting funny, now we ain't texting back, or we playing the I'm gonna make you wait game, and this, that, and the third. So I genuinely just stopped texting back, I'm not gonna lie. But probably about, I'll say about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I finally decided to start replying to DMs. One thing about dating, it shows you about yourself. Like, it shows you who you are, okay? And your love languages, what triggers you, what you like, what you don't like, how you talk a good game, what you might not really be on a good game, okay? And dating lets me know that I am a love bomber. I'm a love bomber and I enjoy being love bombed. But when it's over, and I genuinely give no fucks. Genuinely no fucks. And that's a little tough to admit. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little tough to admit, but I am. And as much as I know better, I feel like I am an emotionally intelligent person. It's hard to apply. It's hard to apply that to your life. You know, like that slow burn thing, it's very good in theory for me, and I appreciate the benefits of it. But in theory, like, I understand that I kind of low-key have a problem with love bombing. I enjoy like it's like those first few days, but you be in love them first few days, like them first 3-4 days, bitch, you be damn near married. Like, you be married, okay? Ooh, bitch, them first 4 days in that situation should be the best 4 days of your life. I'm telling you, like, you be in love, you be seeing everything. And this is what a problem come in at for me, right? I love bomb, right? And then one day something happens. It's like something happened. It could be us having a conversation about something, or us just chopping it up about something, or me seeing you interact with other people or things of that nature, and something clicks. And now I'm like no longer interested. I might think you're a weirdo. I'm not as, you know, it's like I'm not as into it anymore. And what happens with that is I'm one of those people too that feel like, well, fuck it, I done got here now, you know? And so I will start convincing myself like, girl, it's all right, just stick it out, you know, it's just this one thing, when in reality I'm no longer interested. And then I start showing signs of being uninterested, or, you know, vice versa. And then now it's like, I don't know, it just becomes this unhealthy cycle. If you been a love bomber, you know, you probably understand what I'm saying. I've been in a situation like that where I love bombed so bad that I got stuck in the situation. And not stuck, because we grown, we can get up. Had I had let it been a slow burn, I probably wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. You get what I'm saying? And so that's that. And I realized that I do that, and I run into a lot of love bombers as well, so it works. But I'm one of those people, I'm very direct, I'm very talkative. I say exactly how I feel when I feel it. So I'm like, oh my god, you so fucking fine. Like, I be doing the most and it be over with. That's not healthy, y'all. That's not fucking healthy.
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart, because my heart is so big. People betray me and I can't.
No, dead ass though, for real. Like, bitch, I be in love after 2 days. Bitch, as a matter of fact, give me 24 hours. Give me 24 hours of consistent contact. Bitch, you would think we finna get mad. I'm not gonna lie. And that's bad. That's really bad, y'all. That's not healthy under any circumstances. It's just not. And I don't hate to be the party people, but it's not. And then, like, you'll do something, you'll talk and say something, and I'll be like, wait, hold on. What? Like, you think like that? Why did you say that? And now I'm immediately turned off, you know? And then it's like you play that game of, if anybody's been like actively dating, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it don't matter how pretty you are, how much personality you have, it be that game of ghost or be ghosted. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you do the ghosting, sometimes somebody else do the ghosting. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have never been ghosted by nobody that I've like cared. Like, bitch, I ain't gonna lie, I never got ghosted by nobody that was worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the time the ghosting came, I was already had done found that one thing that, like, I don't think I want to date this person, you know? And that's not healthy either, you know? So it just let me learn, like, as emotionally intelligent as I think I am, I'm not all there when it comes to dating, okay? I let a lot of past relationships and traumas show up as I'm trying to actively date. I don't think it's ever that serious to get on a dating app, like, you know? And then, like, it's like I meet majority of my people on Instagram, and the reason that happens is because I don't go anywhere. And it's like, if you don't go anywhere, you don't go outside, where the fuck do you expect to meet these people at? Because the places I don't want to meet nobody out of there unless it's a woman. Now, if some of y'all know, some of y'all don't, I will date a woman. I am, you know, so sometimes it's a woman, but women generally don't be that approachable like that. Like, women only that bold online, in my experience. So that's just not happening. And I dang sure don't want to see no man while I'm at Ulta. You know, and when I'm outside, I'm running errands, and the errands I be running, I don't want to see no man in there. Not saying that you, but look, it's like, what are you doing at Ulta? What's going on? I don't know funny shit or saying like, oh, a man don't belong to Ulta. No, but I'm gonna feel like you picking something up for a lady, or you know, and I think that's a fair assumption. So it's like, where would I meet these people? So it's usually like online or more so Instagram. Because the ones on Facebook, I don't never see them till weeks later. And what I do see, they be trying me. It's where they be. It just must look like I date anything. So it's just like, I meet people on Instagram and we love bomb for a few days and then that's it. It's ghost or be ghosted. Either they're gonna ghost you or you gonna ghost them. And that's how it goes. Sometimes it'd be a situation where like I forget to text back and it'd be too late to text back because it'd be come off as like a little disrespectful, and I just never text back and they don't push the issue either. So we just never talk again. I'm one of those people like, bitch, I might not be talking to you or nothing, but you still fine, bitch. I still like that story now. You still cute. You just ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still cute. You just ain't for me. So it's like, I don't know how my dating life gonna go or where it's gonna lead me. But I am gonna be outside this summer. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want nobody that's always outside. So it's like, you meet somebody outside and then what, you gonna be mad when they tell you they going outside while you date them? And it's like, why you always outside? You know what I mean? So it just be too much. Too many pros and cons for me. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one of those people that are against being single into myself. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy my peace of mind. I enjoy my privacy. I enjoy my leisure, just being able to do what the fuck I want to do, how I want to do it. If I don't want to, I don't have to explain why I took a nap. I don't have to explain that this is where I'm at. Like, I enjoy that freedom. When I do have more free time, that's when I notice. I do be like, okay, I can have a little boo now because I have free time. But when I'm on the grind, I don't be worried about that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck who here and who ain't. But I am open to dating, I will say that. But like about a month ago, you asked me about talking to a nigga or a bitch. No. I'm telling you, one reply. Nothing don't last these days. I am super vocal. So me being very vocal and like head over heels mixed, people fall in love with that really fast. And so they like, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? You really on my body. And I be like, yeah, I'm on your body. I'm on your body, boo. And then they do that one fucking thing. And I be like, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. So yeah, that's that. And then another thing I'm gonna tell y'all, put y'all in my business a little bit more. As of March 31st, I have been a year practicing abstinence. So that's how you know this. I'm not kicking on no game. I really been to myself. 1 year. It made 1 year. So we like 1 year and what, 2 months now almost by the end of this month. That is a long time for anybody. If you've ever had sex, you know how good sex is. And that's why God made that to be strictly for marriage. I'm telling you that right now. Sex brings a lot of problems. I think a large portion of the reason why I'm glowing in my life is just feel like on the ups is because I ain't got no hoe bother me. Because ain't nobody's son or nobody's daughter pissing me the fuck off. I think that's why life seems good. Life really do just be better when you don't got nobody's son or daughter pissing you the fuck off. It just be like, it be a lot of weird shit. You ever took a distraction shower or a distraction nap because your hoe ain't text you back? And you wake up or you get out that shower and they still ain't text you back? Bitch, shit like that, that shit had your stomach hurt because you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Bitch, you're a liar. Motherfucker ain't text 8 o'clock last night. You wake up 3 p.m. noon. What are you on, pills? Drugs? What the fuck, you just recovering from a bender? See, no, like, it be stuff like that. Like, imagine you having a paper due and your hoe acting funny today. See, I don't want to have to worry about that. I can take my nap. I wake up, take my naps, I take my showers. Being in relationships do be a lot, like, for real. So, I be enjoying my freedom. I do want a little boo. I won't lie to you. I do want a little boo, and I do see that in my near future. But as of right now, I ain't too pressed. I do enjoy my freedom. Imagine you being out with your friends and you gotta step away to argue. Oh my God. Been there, done that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've had my share of toxic relationships. Niggas ain't shit and bitches ain't shit either. It's the same thing. Don't think you gonna come to the other side and it's gonna be a little peaceful because you dating women now. No, they be on the same shit. But trust me, they both be on bullshit. And so it's just like, I enjoy not having to deal with the bullshit right now. I'm enjoying that. So I just be chilling, happy, thugging it, solo dolo. I kind of want like a light nudie red. Let me see. Not too much to it. Just the makeup. Let's get into the hair. Hold on. Let's do this hair. I have a few trips. My birthday's in the summer. My bestie birthday is in the summer. I don't have nothing planned for July just yet. I do want to plan out my July though, but I only have my June planned, and that's okay. But it's like, I don't know. I have friends, right? I have friends. I love my friends dearly. Those are my girls. I love my friends like family, right? But I do have friends that are very different from me, if that makes sense. So y'all know Jada, right? Me and Jada, like we hear for the most part, okay? We have two totally different personalities, but we be here. Y'all know Kirsten. I've showed y'all Kirsten, but Kirsten has a whole nother different life. Like, she's majority of the time with her best friend and her boyfriend, you know what I mean? And they have their own little thing like going on. I don't fit into that equation. We kind of set aside time by ourselves to do things. We relate in a lot of ways. Our friendship has always been solid since I met her. The day I met her in 6th grade. Always been solid. Never a fallout, never nothing, literally. Same with Jada. We've never fallen out. We've never had an argument per se, like an official argument. Like she gets smart, I might get smart, but that's just that. We've never had an argument a day in our lives, none of that. Same with her. And then we have Shay. She was on my birthday vlog last year when we went to Savannah. That's Shay. Shay is young intern, okay? I've been knowing her since elementary school as well. She's definitely older than me. She's like I think she's like 3 or 4 years older than me. But we've been knowing each other since elementary school. Always been cool. Like, that's my girl. That's my best bitch. Like, that's my best bitch as well. But she's a party. She's a party animal. She try like she's not, but she genuinely is. Like, she's always out somewhere drinking and having a good time. I love that for her. But it's just not as practical for me. So it's like, I see her more of the times when I'm willing to be outside a little bit more and do little outside-ish things. Cause it's not gonna give club for real. But like if I want to go to downtown to a little bar or something, you know, that's where me and Shay come in to play at with our friendship, right? And so it's like, I feel like Tiana, she's my coworker more so. Like, we have grown a bond, but we're still developing a bond, and we are very cool. Like, I fucks with Tiana. Y'all seen her when I went to the Raw Wave concert, but we're more so coworkers. She has a whole nother life outside of what we talk about and the moments we share while we at work. We rarely do anything outside of work. So it's kind of like, ugh. And then Jada's in Atlanta. So it's like, y'all, I really don't be having nobody to hang with for real. So it's like, everybody be doing their own little thing with their own set of people, and I don't have my own set of people. They are my own set of people. Do that make sense? And so it's kind of like, I don't really do nothing. And I just feel like I'm glad I do have trips and stuff planned, because if it wasn't for that, then I'd probably be in the house again for a whole summer. Because it's like, where am I going and who am I going with? You know what I mean? Zanaya, y'all seen her on my birthday vlog as well. Her and Shay fall in the same category for me. Like, they fall in the same, they like on the same type of timing, you know? They're always out doing other things. I never do like regular things with them. Like, my idea of a good time is running errands and being cute and doing a little this and that, dilly dally, and then here and there, bitch, we might need to pop out. They vibe is pop out, pop out, pop out, pop out, pop out. You know what I mean? And I love my girls, I do, but it's just like, I don't have nobody to just kick it with. Don't get me wrong, I can go to Shay's house, sit down, kick it, lay on her couch. She could do her own thing and I'll still be laying on her couch. Like, I never need a whole lot of entertainment, but it's trying to catch her to do that. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, catch me when you can. My girl is out, okay? Like, she's always out, and so it's like, I don't have time to do that. And so it's just like, I don't have nobody to kick it with besides my little sister. And so I do a lot of stuff with Jessie, and Jessie's with me majority of the time because she's always willing to dilly-dally with me. you know. But she do be wanting stuff. Like she knows she can get some shit. That's why she want to dilly dally with me. I have friends, but I'm lonely at the same time. I feel like it's weird when I say it like that, but that's just the truth. They not on the same type of timing. Some people that I did hang with on a daily and things of that nature, we are no longer friends. Okay, I've only had like 2 friendship breakups in my whole entire life, but that one was the most recently, like in the past year, like 2 years. So it's hard making new friendships because she was one of my newest friends and I welcomed her with open arms, and she was like always around me. Like we were like this, like neck and neck, and she turned out to be a weirdo. And that's no shade, and that's not to be like bashing or anything like that, but she turned out to be a weirdo on me. So it's kind of hard to like make new friendships because in your adult life, and this is why it's a little hard, because you get to see how people were raised manifest into the adult life. Like it's like, yeah, she cool, but she got issues with this area right here, and it's like, you know what I mean, it be a whole bunch of that. And so it do be hard to make friendships when you get older. And then you have that thing where it's like people act like they want to be your friend, but really they just want to know the tea. They just want to get closer to you to know what's going on. And same with dating too. That's the same way with dating. People act like they really they're interested in you, but no, they really just want to know the inside swoop. Bitches be, hey friend, this all on the media shit. Be thirsty to go somewhere with you, thirsty to be seen with you, and because they think you got something going on, or they just want to be next to what they think is that. You know what I mean? And so it's hard trying to make sure you're not getting caught up in that, because bitch, I'm the type of person, I like to form real friendships. Like my friends are like my fucking family. If I call you my friend, bitch, you're like family to me. So I don't really play the bullshit when it comes to friendships, you know. And so it's like, yeah, no, I'm surrounded by a lot of people, but I am lonely a little bit. Like me and Jada, I don't get to see her all the time. A large portion of our conversation is through the phone. You know what I'm saying? We talk weekly, sometimes daily. Like some weeks we could talk every day because we have some shit to say. But when we do talk, it's always like an extended conversation. It'd be a small situation and we have an extended conversation. Or I'll call her to ask her something real fast and then we'll go about our day. But we're like sending TikToks and stuff like that. So it's a continuous of communication. Me and Shay, we have a 139-day streak going on TikTok. So we're always sending each other TikToks, whether we talk that day or not. We always sending TikToks and we communicate through kind of like memes and shit. The friends that I have, they have their own set of situations going on, but they are my situation, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like I don't have that personal type of thing. I'm well-rounded for the most part. I'm more so a everything type of friend. Like I'm the type of bitch, we can go run errands, we can go to the club, we can go to church, anything you want to do, I be down to do, right? But what I realized with that is, like I said, meeting people in your adult life is a little trickier, because it's like, when I'm around the bougie bitches, I realize they're a little too bougie for me, right? But then when I get around the bitches that ain't bougie, it's like, this might be a little too ghetto for me. I ain't that ghetto. A lot of times when I'm with Jada and her friends, if that makes sense. So it's like I'm hanging around a bunch of different Jadas. I love literally everybody that Jada's has introduced me to, that I met through Jada. I love them down. Like real cool people, always been, you know what I'm saying? It's a good time when we link. But they are her friends, if that makes sense. And they are a reflection of the different parts of her life rather than mine. I can make friends with anybody, like genuinely. But as you get older and you start having things to lose, you do have to be a little bit more cautious about the company you keep and or entertain. And so it's hard. It's just been a little complicated trying to find that balance, especially like I said, since I don't go out, I don't go anywhere. And so it's like only time I'm gonna see people is if I'm at work or at school. And I do have Yahara and Alex, whom I love dearly, but they are a little younger than me and they have their own things going on as well. I love them down. So it's like I do meet people in different walks of life, same as my coworker, and I form genuine bonds with them, but it's not to the capacity of like what I'm explaining. You feel what I'm saying? And a large part of the time, the people that I meet now in my life, I'm probably a little more ghetto than they are. You know, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Like my life is not ghetto at all, but I'm very much like, I'm one of those people that's dead set in the middle, like dead set in the middle, and it's hard to find my middle girlies, you know what I mean? You know, so I got friends, y'all, but I'm a little fucking lonely. I'm a little lonely, I'm not gonna lie, because it's like right now, if I'm just getting dressed, I want to call somebody, bitch, what you doing today, girl? I'm gonna come over there with you, or let's do. I don't have that. I used to do that with Jada. Jada's like my sister. Like, that's like a sister, you know what I mean? I feel like our bond is more so sister-y. It's like, hey sister, like, sister, that's my motherfucking sister, bitch. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't play about your sister. So it's like a sister type of bond. So it's just like, bitch, I don't have that. I had that once, and that was my go-to friend, and she turned out to be a fucking weirdo. Like, another story for another day, if I ever tell that story, because that shit really hurt my heart for a long time, because I could not believe, like, I did nothing to you, bitch. But, you know, love you, literally. But anywho, we're not gonna get into that. But, you know, it's hard. Yeah, that's my life. That's genuinely just all it is. That's the only way I can explain what I'm trying to say. Is like, I love everybody that I'm connected to. I love the friendships and the bonds that I've created. I adore, respect, and all of those, you know, and all those good things. And a lot of my friendships I formed, as y'all can see, in school. So you see these people every day. You have to be around these people every day. Y'all experiencing the same shit around the same time, because, you feel what I'm saying? It's different when you're an adult, because they're experiencing life on their own in this magnitude. So am I. We're in different areas, different walks of life, and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But I do just continuously pray about my circle. I pray over my circle. I pray over who I'm connected to. That plays a large role in my dating life as well, because one thing about it, you know, people like to wait to pray that removal prayer down the line. Bitch, I pray that prayer is in rotation. I pray that the first week. So when it does disappear, I'm never like, and I feel like I take that thing, that click, as that sign, like, oh yeah, baby, this is not. If it's like very lustful, if I'm even viewing them in a lustful way, because I lust as well. I'm human. I lust over people just like other people do. So if I pay attention to, if I'm very lustful, the conversation is very lustful about how good we look. And of course we love compliments, but just overly, you know what I mean? It's just like filled with lust and, you know, undressing each other with our eyes and stuff. I noticed that I already know it's not going to work, because God does things in indecency and in order. And so it's just like, so I'm getting to the point where I don't want, I'm trying to unlearn those behaviors, like, because it's like, you know it's not right, but yet you're still doing it, or you know you shouldn't be doing it, or you know it's not going nowhere, yet you're still entertaining it, you know what I mean? But being abstinent was definitely a choice that I made. It was a conscious choice. It was hard at first, but it was very rewarding. It is very rewarding, because you do have a lot more clarity. You know what I mean? And I'm enjoying my journey in that aspect, you know. But yeah, man, I'm backed up. I'm backed up like I-20, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, I'm backed up, bitch. I'm backed up like motherfucker I-20 right now. I ain't had a fucking nothing so long. Whew. Anywho, yeah, that's where I'm at in life, you know. So it's like trying to find my people. You know, of course I want the people that God sent, because it's less heartache, less pain, less, it comes with a lot less, you know. And I feel like a lot of people that I've encountered in my life, whether it be relationships or friendships, the things that didn't work out, or the things that just was it was a result basically of me being in places I had no business being, having conversations I had no business having. And these are you know what I'm saying? And those were the results. And so I respect it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's taught me a lot about myself, my triggers, my vulnerability, and things of that nature. So it's like, it's a blessing in disguise. And with that clarity and that isolation, I'm able to see that, you know. And it just makes me love the people that I am connected to a lot more, you know. I just wish that I had a little bit more accessibility to someone, you know what I mean? And that could be the thing. I think I'm ready to date, but really it's not that. I want someone that I have a little bit more access to, if that makes sense. Like, when things come about and things are happening in my life, it be small stuff in small situations. I don't want to call my friends, bother them, burden them. Like, girl, bitch, this girl at the window just pissed me the fuck off. All right, bye. You know, that's stuff you do with people that you talking to all day long, because when they call you, you ready to tell them, bitch, let me tell you about what happened to me today. You know what I mean? And so it's just like, I don't have that. I'm gonna be honest about that. I don't have that. As close as I am with my people, I love them dearly, y'all. I do. I'm gonna keep saying that, because I don't like when people try like, oh, I don't have no friends. Just say, you know what I'm saying, you don't have as much access. I have friends and I love my people, but they'll be busy living their life. And it's like, I have a life too. Don't get me wrong. I'm always busy. I'm very busy. Don't get me wrong. But I'm an on the phone type of girl. Like, I hate texting. Call me, bitch. We can have a whole conversation. And in my job, it's not like strict. I don't have no strict phone policy. So, bitch, we could talk while I do my job, actually. With no problem. It's not a problem at all. We don't have no phone policy at all. So it's like, I could put you in an AirPod and we can get to going. Okay? Like, we can get to going. But yeah, it's just finding that, you know what I mean? And I know by speaking on this now that I'm making myself a little bit more vulnerable to connections that aren't God sent. And I want to be clear about that too. So just let you know, I am heavily praying, because I know sometimes people are operating under a spirit and they're not understanding. So that heavy monitoring, Jezebel-y type of spirit, I'm praying against it. So think, you know what I'm saying? Okay, because I know by speaking on stuff like that, you do make yourself a little bit more vulnerable. Speaking on, you know, your triggers or things that you need to work on. I don't think people just intentionally do it, but you know, that's another conversation for another day. But that's where I'm at with it, y'all. I have good high hopes for the summer. I'm not gonna lie. I do see a good summer with the trips and stuff like that. I have my birthday, my bestie's birthday, all of that stuff. I think I'm gonna have a good summer. And of course, push out more content, because I have this break from school. I'm going to do my best to push out more content, because I do want to be more consistent and push out more content for you guys now that I have that little break for school. And then my birthday is coming up. I want to push out so much birthday content. I kind of think I have a plan for my birthday week as far as content, but I'm not quite sure just yet. I don't want to speak too soon.
I'm telling you now. I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. I have plans that I will not share right now because the haters will sabotage.
But yeah, y'all, that's my freaking life. That's the update. That's what's going on. That's what's been on my mind. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some things, but this is this. I'm trying to make. I don't want it to be forced. Like, I'm trying to think of topics and stuff like that. Baby, this is just this real raw and uncut. Okay, so yeah, that is it. I am officially done. I am ready, as you can see. I'm probably not doing nothing anyway. My sister said she want to go get something to eat in my cousin's home, so we'll probably go get something to eat and that's it. But I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy having this conversation. Hope that let you learn a little bit more about me and, you know, made us connect a little bit more. That is going to conclude this video. If you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when I'm posting. And to my returning girlies and girlettes, I love you and I thank you so, so much for riding this out with me, growing with me, learning with me, and all the things above. And I just hope we just continue, okay? So that's all. Love you. Bye.
The world, but I ain't see myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart.